Hey guys, how you guys doing today? So it is Sunday, literally like 2:00 p.m. I think, and I'm doing my makeup for work. I'm about to film a few TikToks. I just have a little thing that I want to talk about real quick. It's so crazy to even like talk about this, but I feel like I just want to be real with my YouTube channel, especially like now that I'm back and I'm trying my best to post as much as I can. I have this little situation that's going on in my life currently. It's not really that big of a deal, but I just wanted to address it for some of the people in my community, the LGBT community. Sometimes when it comes to dating and like meeting people, especially for me, it's hard sometimes because I'm focused mostly on myself right now, which is a good thing. At the same time, I'm not gonna like close myself off completely to meeting new people, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think like if you do it in a healthy way, you avoid the negativities of it, then I feel like it's worth it. I always come across these guys, I don't even know how the hell they find my fucking Snapchat or something, maybe because I posted it somewhere. They just add me or some shit. I was texting this guy on Snapchat just a few minutes ago. The first thing he says is that he was interested in talking to me, and I was just like, no, he said hello, and I said hello back, and then he was like,
I'm interested in doing some things with you.
I said, because he said the word curious, that's what I forgot to mention. He said the word curious, and I said, curious, what do you mean? Because I was confused. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Curious? Like, what do you mean? So he texted back and he said, sexually curious, like curious sexually. And I was like, bitch, what? And I fucking blocked his ass because I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, that's the most annoying thing in the fucking whole world. Like, I'm not an experiment. Let me say this again. I'm not a fucking experiment. If you think that, if that's what you think, bitch, then you're thinking the wrong bitch. You can find the next bitch and do that with them. But me, now that I'm like 23 years old, I'm just like over that. Like, I'm over talking to guys that just see me as a fucking science experiment or like some fucking thing that they're trying to achieve or some shit. I'm not somebody's fantasy, bitch. I'm my own fantasy. And that's the thing. I'm taking back my power in my body, and I'm not gonna fucking do shit like that anymore because it's not worth it. That's what irritates me about my community sometimes, is that, or not my community, but just how people view our community. Like, they think just because we dress up and we're a drag queen or we're like feminine or anything like that, they think that, oh, let me try it just to see if I like it. Bitch, I'm not a fucking science experiment. That's just, I feel like that's the most disrespectful thing ever, just to see somebody like that. I'm a human being, I have feelings. I have fucking emotions and all that stuff. So it just like really triggered me that this man really thought I was gonna fucking like lay it down on him when that's not how the fuck I roll. When I get a boyfriend or like if I'm in a serious relationship with anybody, I'm literally not gonna give it to them until, it's crazy, I'm thinking of never giving it to them until we like put a ring on it. Is that crazy? But like, I just don't want to do that. I feel like relationships are more than just sex. You may think differently about how I view sex and relationship. How I think about relationships now is like relationships about like friendship and communication. It's just you guys get each other, you know, on a deep level. I don't want to do that anymore. I'm like over it. I just want to be happy and I want to like have fun and make experiences outside of that. But I see other people in their relationships, and I don't judge. I try not to judge because that's just not me. Like, I don't think I'm better at all. I think I'm actually shitty, but I see people in these relationships where it's only based on like sex and like their pleasures, which is not a bad thing. I'm not judging. I'm just saying, like, I see those kinds of relationships. I just think there's no happiness in them.
As I'm editing this, I just want to clarify that I didn't mean it in that sort of way. I respect everybody's relationships. Everybody has their sort of happiness and how they like to view or have relationships, but what I meant was I don't find any happiness for me in those sorts of relationships. Like, I want a relationship where it's based on mental and spiritual. You know what I mean? I respect all relationships.
It's so crazy that I'm like even mentioning this because I don't think I would ever open up like that, like especially because it's just like very personal to me, and I'm a very private person. Like, I like to keep everything internally. I think as I'm getting older, I really don't care. I think things kind of go in one ear and out the other for me now, and I try to be as respectable as I can, but I also try to be fair. I'm not perfect either. I don't always try to strive to be perfect. I think I just strive to be a regular human being that does things and makes mistakes. Still learning, and I think we can all grow. That's how I see life too. It's actually, I think it's about to rain today. The sky is kind of gray. Also, it's May already. Isn't that crazy? Like, it's already May. I remember when it was January, literally. It's the very next day. I just got done doing my makeup for work. I was watching this video on YouTube. It just kind of like triggered me. I don't know. I feel like I watch a lot of videos about like different topics and like discussions and drama. I watched this video from this drama channel that I always watch like every now and then. Like, I haven't watched them in like 2 months, to be honest, but I finally like found a video of them on my recommended, and I just started watching their YouTube channel again. There was this video talking about like this influencer who has a kid with this other guy. I think he's an influencer. I really don't know who he is. They were talking about like this incident with their child. Apparently the guy is dating another lady and he's broken up with the other girl. Well, anyway, this kid has been treated very like poorly with the guy's girlfriend, his new girlfriend. My thing is, if your kid is telling you that someone's being a horrible, shitty person to them, you should be concerned because that's your child. My thing is, there should be no excuse for like how anybody should be treating a kid in general. I understand like sometimes kids can be sensitive and stuff like that, and sometimes kids operate differently, but it doesn't matter. Like, why are you even treating the kid disrespectfully in the first place? It doesn't matter if the kid has hyper energy, if the kid is different, it's still a child. You still have to be very respectful of a child. And I'm not saying that person is a horrible person, I'm just saying that your actions and how you treat the child is horrible. My thing is like, why would you even want to treat a child horrible? Like, why would you even find any satisfaction in like hurting or harming a child? There's just like something deeper or like something mental within you that you need to fix. This is my personal opinion, and you guys can drag me or ridicule me for this, but I personally think that the wrong people have children, to be honest. I see all these people having kids left and right that shouldn't even be having kids, that don't even know how to like properly take care of kids. And I'm not saying that no one should have kids. Like, I'm not the overall like ruler of or the gatekeeper of kids, but I'm just saying like the wrong people make kids. I'd be watching like people that just like understand everybody's, you know, nobody's perfect. No one's gonna like, no, there's not a rule book on how to take care of kids. A lot of kids in this world get neglected, thrown in foster care, abused, grow up with trauma and all that stuff, and it's just the saddest thing ever. Sometimes I wish that people would realize that that's a child. It's not like an adult, that's literally a child. I don't think me saying this is an attack. I'm not personally acting like I know everything, because I really don't. My thing is like, I love children. I think children really make the world a better place. It reminds you to humble yourself, not take life so serious sometimes, because I feel like kids really do bring out the best in people. I know for a short period of my life that I taken care of my little brother, my little sister. I've learned a lot from them, especially me being like older. I just feel like some people just really need to realize that kids are kids, and kids are gonna be kids. What am I to say? I don't have kids. I just feel like I get very protective of kids. If you're treating a kid disrespectfully, it's very uncalled for. I would say something. Half the time I don't, because it's not my kid, it's not my family. Like, I'd be walking in like Target or like Walmart, and I'd be seeing these parents, they'd be like yelling at their kids, or like I remember this one time, this lady literally slapped her son right in front of me, and I was like trying to just get like some almond milk. You should want to work things out with your kid instead of making them feel traumatized, because I know when I was growing up, a lot of things that I dealt with, I was very hypersensitive to, and I always thought like, well, it kind of shaped me to how I am now in a traumatic way. I know a lot of things that parents do sometimes aren't the best. I know that they try their best every day. But this is my makeup today, you guys. I did like a light glam. I did like this peachy, and I just did like mascara. This is actually the Sky High mascara, and I actually put foundation on today. I don't really I haven't been wearing foundation a lot lately. I just put concealer on and powder, and that was it. But I was like, let's switch it up today. Let's do some foundation, because I was kind of getting bored. I get bored with my looks a lot. Let's have a good day.